good evening, people.
Those things. I've never seen anything like them before, but the panel of the ship's tech priest Luminoriadus says that they are star corpses. Not just corpses. They called them stellochide victims.
What did the Lumino readers mean?
Who knows with those star sages? Apparently, when a star dies a natural death, it's different. These look like they were murdered and plundered. All of their energy was siphoned, like when a spider sucks the innards out of a fly. And witnessing these husks, if you don't mind me saying, scared the Luminoriaders so much that they wet their metal trousers.
What do you think we are observing? Far too many stars here.
I agree, Lord Cap'n. The stellar trajectories also suggest that most of these stars didn't used to be here. Someone was hoarding them in this system, and I wouldn't like to have been here at that time. The gravitational currents would have been pure chaos. Who could have pulled off something like that? Was it druggery? Dragging stars around like they are their property is quite in character for those damn Xenos.
Curious as I may be, we still have a job to do.
A shuttle of Imperial make is detected among the rocky gorges of the planet, alongside two nearby Xeno objects, monolithic structures embedded into the landscape. When scanned, the objects distort the signal, but no signs of enemy activity nor signals from the shuttle are found.
Send out servitors to scout.
The servitors' signals disappear as soon as they approach the cliffs between which the shuttle was found. Not one of them returns, and no data is received.
Disembark, examine the shuttle and the Xeno structures.
Octavia the Fire Axe von Valancius wishes to personally explore the enigmatic monoliths. The von Valancius shuttle overcomes the turbulence zone with an alarming rumble, after which the connection to the void ship becomes tenuous. Despite a rough landing on rocky terrain, the flight ends successfully.
Okay, you know what, I want Cabela in the team instead. Okay. Anyway, good evening everyone. We are trying to finish this today is the plan. We're trying to finish this today and then I'm going to have a break, maybe a couple of days. And then I'm trying to find the next game to play.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Jai, when we get back, do you want to go back to that place on the lower decks? The one with the tables made out of used Promethium tanks? That was fun.
Idira, Shireen. I thought you'd gone off the idea of hanging around with me after that shootout. But I have a few more ideas for how we can enjoy ourselves.
Okay, we are up against Necrons.
Run, fools, or fall!
Okay. No, plan for today is we're going to finish off this, and then we are going to try. We're aiming to finish off this game. I think it's best to.
Running by Heretical, I venerate you, machine spirits.
That's the plan, anyway.
Request denied.
Damage, not bad. What helmet do you actually... Oh yeah, you have that one. Okay, fair enough.
Was that you? Or anything else? On it.
Insects begin crawling under your skin.
Instead.
Don't get too cocky.
Schemes within schemes within
Reassemblement commencing.
Behold my artistry!
Okay. Can't shoot that. Can't shoot the bolter, right? No,
Never in 1,000 sectors. This battlefield air is good for my
moving
lungs.
up.
I can do that with the right incentive. Going somewhere?
Okay, and
Whoa. I want a medal for that one.
well, I don't know if you're getting one, but okay.
A wicked thought.
Insignificant.
What if?
Don't mind if I do. That means I just get a free extra kill there.
A wicked thought. Another one is shattered.
Can I use that? Yeah.
Let's see. A genius at work. A predictable downfall.
Broke a fair bit of them. Cabela.
I bring mercy and retribution. I shall not fail. Death is a blessing. As honor ordains.
Shadows start to bleed.
Brings me no pleasure. Trust me. As the tenants demand. The shadows will see it down.
Reassemblement commencing.
Trust me.
You will not undo me. Time for our return.
As honor ordains. Come, the other side awaits. I shall not fail.
Hey.
The shadows will see it done.
Not fully dead, but closer to it at least.
Indeed.
The stink of scorched flesh fills the air.
Can I
Victory.
can get there.
At your beck and call.
Everyone's healing that. Okay.
I took care of this one.
Okay, what you missed.
Light sources grow painfully bright.
Anything is?
You've got a problem. I've got a prize. Schemes within. Tell me and it is. How about no? Don't get too cocky. They'll write legends about me.
Nothing was in range, huh?
Be gone.
Hey, you draw. No dodge. Okay.
The storm approaches.
What? Goods. Okay, fair enough.
Trust me. As the tenets,
Shadows start to bleed.
as honor old days.
A gloomy premonition clouds the mind.
No pleasure. Trust me. Come. The other side awaits. I shall not fail. Trust me.
Reassemblement commencing.
As the tenets demand.
Still fairly disappointed about
As
the
honor
fact
ordains. Trust me.
I'm dashing away from here. They don't like Hydra, huh? How many stacks of this Diba? I only have one. Okay, fair enough.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. I will do my duty. It will be done. Victory is imminent. Someone else can do this.
Oh, the intricacies of mortality laid bare. Aim for the heart next time.
Activate calculated fury algorithm.
Come on, go for Octavia. Yep.
I can do that with the right incentive.
Oh, my ears are ringing.
Am I getting paid for this? Don't get too cocky. Tell me, and it is done.
Come on. Come on. Let's
You
buff
got a
that.
problem? I've got a price.
And suddenly it can take out you. Okay.
Don't get too cocky.
Step by step, I lead.
The gloomy premonition clouds the mind.
Another one. A genius at work. Oh, a wicked hilt. Let the bodies pile. Schemes within schemes. What if?
Okay, we got one scream, two scream.
A wicked.
Can't get a third one. Okay, fair enough.
A dance of blades and shadows. Death is a blessing.
Oh, heavy void suit. Oh, where it takes area burst damage. Well, they shall weep. Each shot with this boxer deals additional 20 rending damage and 40 armor penetration to all characters who chase. Okay, wait. Okay, no. Info.
The Vox does not produce sound immediately. The officer who made the recording speaks clearly and confidently but also softly, with a barely perceptible vibration in his low, orator-like voice. It seems that the tape is partially damaged. Entry 1. We landed successfully, but were unable to report to her ladyship. The communication channel was filled with interference. The navigation system has been affected as well, so we will not be able to take off anytime soon, let alone return to the ship. Sergeant Damini is looking for the source of the interference. The only thing left to do is to keep a log. Asterisk asterisk asterisk.
I mean,
Entry
just bad
5.
luck.
Thanks to the information we received earlier, we managed to partially decipher some of the inscriptions on the obelisks. Only the general meaning is clear. The creatures buried here are extremely hostile. We have not been able to identify the source of the interference affecting our communications and navigation. Lady Theodora made it clear that this expedition is extremely important, so we will continue the exploration regardless of obstacles. Whoever finds this Vox log must give it to her ladyship personally and no one else. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Entry 18. One of the structures being inspected incinerated Corporal Monroe. We buried him with as much dignity as was possible in these barren rocks. His sacrifice need not be in vain. We will be more careful next time, and we will not embarrass her ladyship. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Entry 19. The explosion of the Xeno artifact damaged the engine, the fuel compartment, and the cargo hold where we were keeping supplies. It is unlikely that we will return to Lady Theodora's flagship, but we have almost completed our task and are about to enter the buildings. What matters is the preservation of the data we have obtained. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. There were no dead people behind the monoliths. The creatures attacked us as soon as we managed to activate the gate mechanism in one of the buildings. Their weapons destroy flesh and plasteel with equal ease, and their bodies recover from any wounds. The words are interrupted by a bang and a yell. I will keep recording until my final breath, and I hope it benefits the House of von Valancius. The weapons of the Xenos burn with green fire and hurl bolts of lightning, and energy charges burst from their blades. Damini has fallen to the ground and cannot get up, her body is breaking, the rocks beneath it are about to crack. Tell Dahlia that her father gave his life for the good of the von Valancius dynasty, may she be proud of.
Yep. So, Theodora, like, finding the leftovers of Theodora is just so, like, it's depressing, because it's just abandoned, 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 abandoned.
It seems that all color has died from this world. Grey masses of rocks give way only to brownish sand and the black voids of gorges. The team barely notices a strange detail amid the drab landscape, an extensive area where the land is too smooth. As they approach, this area turns out to be a lake of moving metal, in the center of which burn green arc discharges. On its shores lie the ruins of pyramidal constructs. Through magnoculars it is determined that the remains of the pyramids are slowly melting, creating flows that dump new metal into the lake. The smoothness of the lake is lightly rippled by currents trying to extinguish the flames in the center.
Sending exploratory shuttle to the surface.
Specially equipped servitors are the first to disembark on the shores of the metallic lake. To the explorers' surprise, they return unharmed with samples of the anomalous substance. The squad sets out to study the lake and the Xenos' constructions. Acolytes of the Adeptus Mechanicus determined that the metal contains the same substance from which the pyramids are made. The behavior of the metal particles indicates that the constructs, made from the metal, are capable of regeneration just like living matter, albeit incomparably faster. However, the pyramids filling the lake, by transmitting the metal through built-in portals, cannot surmount the destructive force of the arc discharges in the lake's center.
Find out what happened to the pyramids.
One of the pyramids lining
Okay.
the lake's shore is more damaged than the rest. However, no significant conclusions can be drawn from its condition.
Analyze the movement of the metal.
Endless flows of metal pour from the portals of every monolith. One of the flows seems weaker than the rest, yet another unsolved riddle on this planet.
Try to extinguish the flame.
The vessel's cannoneers find the idea of smothering the green flame with the ship's waste rather dubious, but do not dare question the will of the Lord Captain. The dropped cargo dissolves to no effect, barely touching
Attack
the
the
discharges.
pyramids with the void ship's weaponry.
The xenostructures do not give under the first salvos, and from the portals, flows of metal begin to fill the damaged parts. The lake slowly shrinks, but the rogue traders team quickly understands that it will take several days of bombardment to fully destroy this place.
Okay. And now we are going in here. We are going in here. Let's fight like there's no tomorrow.
Lord Captain, a Xenos squadron is on an intercept course. It's the same abominations as before.
What got them riled up?
I think they are guards. The ships took off from the surface of the planetoid as soon as we bathed it with the eye of our augurs. I'm not an expert on Xenos minds, but I know my void maneuvers, and I can tell you this, they are angry, and they are approaching on a direct and unambiguously aggressive trajectory.
All decks, prepare for battle.
Orders received, Lord Captain. Glory to House von Valancius.
Okay.
Finally, some real action.
30 pronunciation.
Sail upon the seas of void.
2 extra range. Move forward 1 more.
Launch the devastating payload.
Steady Hand 2 activation. Cooldowns decreased by 1.
Right. That, if I move, I need to move over 5, I can only move over 2. Okay, yeah. Okay, we go with that one first. Send it straight in there. Half of that is down.
Engage the macro cannons. Engage the lance. Void Master, if you please.
Oh, fuck. You know what? Fuck it.
Steady Hand 2 activation. Cooldowns decreased by 1.
You, commence the symphony of macro cannons.
Reanimation protocol activated.
Yep. Separate one and focus that down. 150 health that guy has.
The destination is known.
This is the big advantage of macro cannons.
Set course. Commence torpedo launch.
Really pumping it home, huh? Okay.
Initiate macro cannon barrage.
Reanimation protocol activated.
Engage the lance.
Oh, shallow warp jumps. Are we going? Yeah, you know what? Fuck it.
Reanimation protocol activated.
Okay, so that now is in the wrong direction for us. And we are going... we need to go the right side.
Steady hand 2 activation. Cooldowns decreased by 1.
Unleash our fury! Commence the symphony of macro cannons!
Okay, reload. And that means
Engage
can
the
hit you
macro
as well.
cannons.
You don't have any burning, huh? No.
Oh, commence the symphony of macro cannons. Engage the macro cannons.
That one doesn't have... That one doesn't have... It's... You know what? No. I'm going to move one over. Fuck. No, we can still hit it. Okay, great.
Lance! Drown them in the void. Unleash our fury.
Reanimation protocol activated.
And now we book it and restart our shields.
Steady hand 2 activation. Cooldowns decreased by 1.
Okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect.
Sail upon the seas of void.
And now,
Initiate
goodbye.
macro cannon barrage.
Victory is ours.
So yeah, the big ones give that one. Repair the ship. We scan this.
Lord Captain, we've spotted a planetoid with an unidentified xenostructure. Something tells me this is the place we've been looking for.
Yep.
Augur clerics detect a field of void mines on our trajectory toward the planetoid.
Transmit the deactivation code found at the outpost of the Lord Inquisitor's men.
Beginning transmission. Receiving return signal. 5% of mines report a transition to sleep mode. Receiving coordinates of an area designated as main landing site. We have a safe channel of approach toward Epitaph and coordinates for landing.
Are there any traces of Zalzar?
Plenty. We're picking up the remaining vox echoes of conversations, standard signals belonging to Augur observation systems, the gas thermal trails of shuttles preparing to land. You know, Lord Captain, it seems to me that this place is about to fall apart. Augurs detect a multitude of signs pointing to structural damage in the tomb located on the planetoid. And they are very fresh.
Commence preparations of the landing party, and I will lead it personally.
Are you certain, Lord Captain? I beg your pardon for such audacity, but this old void wolf's gut tells him that this tomb is very likely to become ours. I have this bad feeling, as if... Forgive me, your ladyship, I've completely lost my senses, giving out advice like that.
I'm ready to face whatever lies in wait. We make the landing.
Be careful, your ladyship. We'll wait as long as it takes for your retrieval signal, even if every Xena fleet in the world appears to swat us from orbit.
What is it now? What is it now? Does Winterscale actually would join us? Or is it required for him to join us? Orlan on the... Erlan the Cruel? I don't know what the fuck his name is. Oh, Nomos.
Every person on the bridge freezes in astonishment, watching the remarkable procession approach your throne. Officers and enforcers are glancing at you questioningly but do not interfere until they are ordered to.
We have come to speak with you, Octavia the Fire Axe. You gave us food for consideration by revealing the mystery of our origin. From then to now, we observed, calculated, sensed. And we discovered that a great change is coming. A trial. We see that the future has potential. A great wave that sweeps everything away, a probability of deaths and ruin. And with them comes a probability of ascension. Of claiming. Of an infinity of possibilities. Nomos await this feast eagerly. We wish to share it with you. You are the one who can ride the wave with us.
Wait, what is this threat? Incoming threat?
Nomos cannot say. Something changed after you helped us remember our birth on Epitaph. We now sense the liberation of something vast, which is actually a mere fraction of something limitless. It is seeping through a breach, its shoulders pushing against the walls of its prison that are about to give. But what it is, we do not know. We must say, it frightens us to think about this unknown something that is trying to break free. It is so vast. Too vast to measure or explain. It excites us. It makes us eager. The greater the danger, the stronger the craving for triumph.
What do you wish to do?
Wait until the unknown threat appears before you. Then face it. We do not know where or when it will happen. We do not know what we will face. But we know that we want to be there with you. There is something we require to do it. Nomos are tethered to the shell of this ship. We can only follow you outside by using serviturs as our shell. But they are lacking. Only a modicum of us can enter such a primitive vessel. And our power is likewise limited. We need a vessel. A body. But very few things can house us. That is why we have come to ask you. Magus Asclepius has offered his shell to us. It might do. Indeed I have. I cannot think of a prouder end to my pilgrimage than the liturgy of synchronization with the Great Spirit. I will become a vessel for the Omnisiota's favored child and step beyond the confines of wretched living existence and into the halls of the eternal machine song.
You would sacrifice yourself.
I desire it more than anything. Why are you asking him when you can take what you want and use it how you want?
I've heard you and I made my decision.
We await your word, Matt. Please. Give us freedom, and we will stand with you in the hour of great need.
You can take Excel's body.
Praise the Omnisiote. I kneel before his favored child and humbly offer this shell as a gift. May I become a temple to the machine and a vessel for its great spirit. How interesting. We feel restricted, but not as much as inside serviturs. Some work must be done on the new shell. Then it will be ready for journeys to the outside. We will leave you for now, Octavia the Fire Axe. But in the hour when you stand before the great trial, we will return and stand with you, side by side.
Lord Captain.
Cassia's pained, worried face seems to grow even paler.
The end of our journey draws near. I keep wondering, will this story have a happy ending? Or will we face an imminent but heroic demise?
Bow, I'm honored to have you among my companions, Lady Cassia.
Cassia smiles demurely and curtsies in response.
I am honored to be your companion, Octavia the Fire Axe von Valancius.
Steel yourself. The Owl's battle is at hand.
My heart is fluttering, Lord Captain, but not because of fear or doubt. I am ready to face what is coming.
Abelard looks at you with a tired smile. He cannot resist giving you his characteristic appraising glance.
Well, Lord Captain, my service to you began under the most remarkable circumstances. I should hardly be surprised that you have delivered us into circumstances more unexpected and surprising than ever before. Of one thing I am certain, the von Valancius dynasty will cover itself in glory today.
Are you ready to follow me all the way?
As always, Lord Captain, I would follow you into fire and back. God Emperor be my witness, I have had the honor of serving under 2 rogue traitors and survived one, so there would be no shame in going down alongside the other. If it comes to that, naturally.
Abelard's chuckle sounds slightly sharper than usual.
Get ready, Abelard. We have quite an ordeal ahead of us.
We have been through worse.
The old seneschal grins cheekily, and for a split second looks younger by a good 100 years. He then bores his grey head.
I serve House von Valancius, Lord Captain.
Maraz High is meticulously inspecting his gear, but turns his entire attention to your person when you approach.
Octavia the Fire Axe. There you are. You have something very special waiting for you, do you not? A trial that will determine whether you stay on top or become dust under the feet of your enemies.
I hope your blades have been sharpened. The hour of the great battle is near.
The Druckary bares his teeth in a bloodthirsty grin.
My weapons are always ready for new victims, Octavia the Fire Axe.
The Exalted One once wove our destinies into the glittering tapestry of this world with gold and silver thread, Shireen. And today the pattern of our lives will either be completed,
Jay snaps her metal fingers deliberately loudly.
or the tapestry will be torn asunder. Personally, I prefer to place my hope in the first option.
Whatever comes our way, we can handle it.
I fear you underestimate your own power, Shireen. And overestimate the capabilities of ordinary mortals.
After a pregnant pause, Jay continues in her usual playful manner.
So, what brings you to me, Shireen? Not parting words, I hope. Because I despise goodbyes. I feel as though they rob me of my future. You never want to hear goodbye, after all, but only ever see you again under the same stars.
Get a grip, Jay. We have a battle ahead of us.
Rest assured, Shireen, when it comes to matters of being and oblivion, Jay Hatery has the coldest mind and the bravest heart.
I want to talk to Kybella, yeah.
Kybella stands motionless, deep in trance, but returns to reality the moment you approach.
Your every breath and heartbeat has been in anticipation of this moment, Damin Octavia the Fire Axe. Do not hesitate. Step into the darkness and allow your shield and shadow to walk with you.
My love for you will give me strength.
Kybella lowers her gaze and stays quiet for a while. Her eyes are full of tenderness and deep, sincere love.
I will forever be your shadow, until the Undying One bestows upon me the greatest reward for my service.
Have you had thoughts about happens after if we survive?
Now and forever, each of us must follow our own thread. And so it shall be, until the day we find ourselves in his embrace.
Her lips curve into a smile.
But what's between us? It has made a web that joins you and me, and along that web our love will travel. I will stay strong. I will hold. Because it is what the tenets demand, and because I can do no less for you.
Now would it be a good time to receive an inkling about our future? Have you consulted the tarot?
There is no need for a reading. The cards will ask if we are prepared to face the challenge with dignity. And that will be the answer to our own question.
Whatever awaits us, it's time we set forth.
Every thread ends in death, but only the Undying One knows the time and place.
You think the denizens of these forsaken systems can suffer? I do hope so.
The tech priest is checking his gear, whispering prayers to the Omnisar. He looks up at you and speaks matter-of-factly.
The tactical equipment audit is 97% complete. No critical failures detected. The Omniscience shows favor.
You do not seem to be worried about the coming landing.
The Vox makes a rustling noise that sounds like a chuckle.
A mission of reconnaissance is a blessed and desirable one for an explorator. The data soul of the one who explores, analyses, and charts overflows with the joy of servitude.
Pasquale lowers his eyes.
I would be honored to disembark with you.
You took good care of my ship and the equipment. The dynasty will not forget it.
Where the iron flowers of the Omniscience bloom, there must also be his passionate gardeners. Thank you for honoring this unit by letting it serve the formidable spirit of the von Valancius dynasty's flagship and your ladyship.
May we have good fortune.
There is no such thing as good fortune. May the statistical probability be predictably positive.
I actually want to talk to you.
The high factotum Janris Danroke greets you with a cool smile and the merest hint of a bow.
Pleasure to see you, Lord Captain. How may I be of assistance?
I would like to replace the painting of the late Fyodora in my chambers. Hang a portrait of me instead.
Janris bows obsequiously.
It will be done, your ladyship. I shall await your instructions, Lord Captain.
Edira greets you with a bustling chorus of voices, her own barely audible among them.
Lord Captain. You got my little voices all excited, they all want to crawl out of my throat to greet you. They can sense it, I bet. That it's the threshold of the final door. Your door. Will you risk stepping beyond it? Hey, have I already told you I'll follow you anywhere? Or does that one happen later?
Pull yourself together, Yudra. We have a tough battle ahead of us.
I am ready, Lord Captain. Just say the word.
Pain speaks to me. It wants to be felt.
Your ladyship, the shuttle is ready for landing. We have the exact coordinates for a secure landing site. Will you authorize the start of the expedition?
Permission to take off. We're heading to Epitaph.
Acknowledged. Glory to the von Valancius dynasty. Be safe, Lord Captain.
Yep. For those who don't know, this is the last dungeon. This is the last part of Rogue Trader.
There will be no peace in my wake.
I know several individuals who would be willing to lay down a lot of thrones for a pile of this dead scrap. And a couple of obliging explorators too.
Unlocked.
Successful.
Necron Hotshot House. Whereas gained first round on the combat, their movement cost is reduced by Fraterias. Also, the movement does not trigger. Like, half of the things you get here is like, oh my fucking god, they're OP.
Oh yes, they all will see.
A knot haze obscures your vision, and for a moment, you see the metallic corpses at your feet turn into the bodies of soldiers clad in the colors of your dynasty.
Things are going haywire.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Out of the corner of your eye, inside the glowing green orb mounted on the contraption, you can see the reflections of people who are not here. They are looking at you curiously and fearfully. A broken metallic finger sticks out from between the sarcophagus doors that are slightly ajar. It wriggles weakly.
Okay, we're going to do this before anything else.
My nerves are frayed.
We're going to save, yes.
I have a different perspective. I won't sully myself with that.
The drawn-out metallic groans form a painful and melancholy melody, but one that oozes with venomous spite. The armored plates sing in an unknown language, and you feel as though the meaning is on the verge of reaching your mind, unless the monster cuts your lives short before that.
Examine the creature.
The Xenosa's entire skeletal body is made of an unknown metal interlaced with greenish energy channels aglow with currents. Below its waist, the flares of a graph pad are humming and rattling. Its upper limbs fuse into a formidable heavy cannon. Not a single part of the monster's body betrays vulnerability. Without a doubt, this is a technologically superb machine designed to annihilate all life.
Attack.
The sound of the vibrating metal plates has both the rhythmic malice of a march and the hollow hum of misery. The lament of an immortal mechanism doomed to eons of wrath and battle, or else an impending demise. The salvo from the monstrous cannon is an infernal orchestral chord that makes the very fabric of space tremble.
Advancing. My vow is to serve. Request. The scriptural probability analysis. Successful.
Is it just me, or...
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
No, you can't be dead.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Cuts and cracks appear on your skin.
Let's see. What? Huh. No! A wicked thought. Let's see. Fate claims another one. Ah! Another one is shattered. A maelstrom of madness! Oh, a wicked thought.
Okay.
You will not undo.
Will do.
shadows are reversed for a moment.
Predictable downfall.
Anything else? On it. Was that you? Or I know what is to come.
Living on the edge. Am I getting paid for this? Don't get too cocky. Tell me, and it is done.
Ha! What if?
Don't get too cocky.
High momentum.
Finest honor. Wait. Let's see how much. You know what? Give Octavia another.
Reassemblement commencing.
Schemes within schemes within schemes. A genius at work. A wicked thought.
Will not undo me.
Let's see.
AY nade? You need to refill your names, I think.
My place is at the fort. It will be done. At your beck and call.
The ultimate cessation of Yekamet approaches.
What is it? That one is more? Okay.
The shadow. Let your soul be purged. Caught by the web. Killing brings me no pleasure. Trust me. Come, the other side awaits.
Okay.
Reassemblement commencing.
Discharges of the motive force fill the air.
Schemes within schemes. Let's see.
An otherworldly screech pierces your ears.
A wicked thought.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
Okay.
But of course, why did I not foresee this?
Watch my back. Am I getting paid for this?
A genius at work.
And then
A
both are
wicked
dead.
Another one is shattered. What lies beyond?
A ragged breath punctures the oppressive silence of the room. Someone is still alive.
These obelisks are different from the ones you have seen before, though what exactly they signify, one can only guess. The maimed creature at your feet is still alive, as evidenced by its heavy breathing. It was a woman once, sporting close-cropped hair and equipped for battle. But now her skin is shredded by the metal sticking out of her body in a dozen places.
Examine the woman.
Her body does not appear to have any external injuries. It has been maimed from the inside out. It is as if her flesh was transmuted into metallic shapes that then burst out of her skin and turned her internal organs into a bloody sieve. Some of her exposed bones have a metallic gleam to them, while others still look natural.
Hey, can you hear me?
With a heavy jerk, the woman raises her head, emerging from oblivion, and focuses her gaze on you. Even in such a wretched state, her eyes still gleam with self-confidence, zest, and subtle shrewdness.
You, who are? That coat of arms rings a bell. Von Valancius. I'm not as surprised to see you as you may think.
Who are you?
The woman tries to salute you, but the metal cutting through her tendons has cost her the control of her fingers.
Tanakia Calbaguria, Inquisition Acolyte. And, by the grace of Lord Inquisitor Calcazar, the warden of the Epitaph One covered facility. Or whatever's left of it.
What happened to you?
I've been having trouble sleeping lately. Oh, you mean the metal things in my body? I have no idea. Looks like something has gone terribly wrong in the crypt.
Her voice becomes more serious and dry.
The Auspexes detected some unknown radiation, and then everything went crazy. The Xenos didn't feel like sleeping in their coffins anymore, so they started trashing the place. And the pylon I was standing next to suddenly grew a dozen tentacles, and one of them grazed me. I blacked out, and when I came to, I looked like I'd tried to give birth to a shuttle.
I see.
Have I sated your curiosity? Then I'd like my favor returned. There's a pack of Lho in my breast pocket. Give me one, and you can keep the rest. I'm feeling very generous today.
Take out the pack of the woman's.
Good. You're old enough to know what these are for, aren't you? Stick one end of the tube between my teeth and light up the other. Just make sure you do it the right way
Let's
around.
be straight with each other. You have nothing to hide now. You are dying. What is going on in this place?
Tanakia gives you a long, piercing look, then speaks, sadness audible in her voice.
Straight, huh? Let's give it a try. I've taken a shine to you for some reason. One day, Xavier decided to immortalize himself in history in a rather extravagant way. All for the Imperium's sake, of course. But then things didn't go as expected, even though we expected that they wouldn't. And now you'd better get far away from here, because whatever happens next, I doubt you're going to like it. Or, you can go down there, if you have the guts. Maybe you'll immortalize yourself too. That's what I would do, but I'm insane, so I'm not the best example to follow.
A weak smile dances on the woman's lips.
So, about that Lho stick?
Bring the glow stick to the woman's lips. You were saying something about an operation?
You're a funny one. The Inquisition secrets for a tube of Lho, that would be something, wouldn't it? No deal.
Oh, how clumsy of me.
You little shit.
The woman cackles hoarsely and without any malice, lapsing into fits of bloody coughing.
What did we do with her?
I say we leave her here to die. In pain and torment. We should drive a nail into her ear too, so she has something to remember us by. It is time she was sent to the Undying One. Spare her throat, but strike her heart instead, for that is where she carries a heavy burden. Let her shed this burden, and let her lips pray their last.
Tell us why my coat of arms looks familiar to you.
Oh, I should know. It was on the uniform my agents wore. The ones I sent when Calcazar took an interest in her ladyship Theodora's retinue. They didn't wear them for long, though. When I presented Theodora with Calcazar's ultimatum, she purged her retinue of our operatives. I'm fairly certain Theodora would have preferred to have my head as well, but the Lord Inquisitor recalled me here to guard his treasure cave. just in case Theodora decided to return for what she thought was hers, or the druggery started causing trouble.
Why does no one in Theodora's retinue remember her visiting this system?
I can give you two versions of the truth, the sugar-coated one and the honest one. The sugar-coated version is that once Theodora realized just what she had in her hands, she deemed it a matter of the utmost secrecy and mind-locked the memories of all members of her crew. The honest version is that she mind-locked the important people and disposed of the rest. Theodora depressurized compartments by entire blocks, casting any unwanted witnesses out into the void. She needed to free up space in her holds for the spoils, anyway.
You have never heard of such a technology, but it would not be a stretch to assume that the Inquisition does have something of the sort at their disposal.
This is, unexpected. Did her ladyship not trust even me? Disheartening news, to be sure.
You have it all backward. You could have been dumped out the airlock like so many others. You were already a decrepit old curmudgeon back then, after all. But a mind lock is incredibly dangerous. It's a bloody miracle it didn't fry our brains. Said the one who chats with the whispers in her head. You know, I'm not sure that you had that habit before coming to Epitaph.
How did you infiltrate Theodora's retinue?
A feint. A deception. A game of double and triple crosses. When they told her they intended to take revenge on Calcazar, she believed them. She was just too eager to get back at the Lord Inquisitor for taking her clever Archmagus advisor, Amarnad. Do you know Kunrad Voigtbur? Not sure if he's still alive, but back then, he was Theodora's master of whispers. In theory, he should have been the one to out my operatives as spies. But instead, he thought that they were his chance to pull off a brilliant plot and prove to his mummy how great an heir he would become. It's true what they say about blondes, every other one is as thick as mince.
What was the ultimatum you gave Theodora?
Merely a message saying that her dirty secret was now our dirty secret. She was the first to visit Epitaph, and she found something here, something too good even for someone of her exalted status. Rogue traders are not allowed to have such toys, and I relayed the most exact coordinates, down to the last digit after the decimal point, to the Lord Inquisitor.
Octavia the Fire Axe von Malaysian, Theodora's heir.
You'll have to excuse me for not looking surprised, my facial nerves seem to be partially paralyzed. But I gathered as much, I'd hardly mistake you for our spectacular Void She-Wolf, after all. And if she were alive, she definitely would have come here in person. So you're the heir? Well, at least it's not Kunrad.
No, I know it, know enough.
Sure you do.
Her blood-smeared lips twist into a smile.
Is this an act of mercy or revenge? It is something more. It is his blessing.
Kibella smiles, softly and soothingly.
I've received better gifts from him. But, who the void cares? Go ahead, bless me already.
Is that what the you Inquisition rats deserve?
It takes you more than a few strikes to end the life of the already half-dead woman. The metal skull screeches under the pressure but does not break, and her heart keeps pumping blood through her shredded veins. Finally, her agony comes to an end.
Serrated mono knife, really?
The shadows
One
reveal
step
Well,
at a time,
Good.
amidst the madness.
Here's the kicker, like, a lot of it is just, like, stuff I can't make use out of. Because we're kind of already over the whole,
Creatures, I wish to vivisect you!
Terminate on sight. binary. The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Never come.
What if?
Okay, we're just going to unload into you, are we?
Schemes. Let's see.
The dynasty will rise. Time for our...
I am your blade and shield.
Stop it!
No, this goes against the tenets.
Follow my lead. Indeed. Grey hair, sure hair. I will do my duty. I'm not interested. That's not the Seneschal's job.
Yay!
Will do. Anything else?
You will not undo me.
On it.
A gust of otherworldly wind brings the smell of rot.
Anything else?
Okay, and we are going
Discharges of the motive force fill the air.
I hold all the cards.
A wicked thought. What?
Light sources grow painfully bright.
Schemes within schemes. Oh, advanced claims! Another one. Behold my artistry!
A moving target lives longer.
Okay. Then voice of...
I'd like to, but I can't. You jest, surely. I can do that with the right incentive.
Range of this is a lot better, huh? Can't see anyone though. That's a big problem.
How about no? Tell me, and it is done. Don't get too cocky. I know what I'm doing, usually. You've got a problem, I've got a prize. Am I getting paid for this?
Bye-bye.
Otherworldly screech pierces your ears.
Everything is out of range for me. And I hit... I can hit you with that, yeah.
With the right incentive.
And I can hit you with that as well.
Don't get too
Yeah,
cocky.
nice.
My competences are not that universal.
Okay.
Insignificant. We are infinite.
Phase flames! Another one.
My frail organics required it. My vow is vital function successfully terminated.
Through the smoke and gunfire.
Ideas.
Surfaces around are covered with mucus.
Insignificant. We are infinite.
Death comes in silence.
He has above 50.
I shall not fail.
Reassemblement commencing.
As the tenants demand. Trust me. Caught by the web. As honor ordains.
Hey.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ways. It will be done. At your beck and call.
Okay. And
Someone else can do
endure, and we continue on. Itra, you're just going to do that.
Cuts and cracks appear on your skin. The air temperature drops a few degrees.
Will do.
Living on the edge.
Already have that. Okay.
You've got a problem, I've got a prize.
The colossal warrior's formidable underframe can no longer bear his weight. With armor plates clanging, his great bulk slumps. A deep sound full of rage and tragic despair is born in his chest. You notice the convulsions in the Xenosaur's limbs. The light is flickering in his eyes.
Finish him
Perhaps
off.
the Xenos dies with a piercing howl of wrath. There is no fear in these sounds, only the stubbornness of a true warrior with a touch of regret at his defeat. A terrible rumble comes from somewhere deep inside the crypt as soon as the green fire goes out in the fallen warrior's eyes. The glow of the GLYPHS upon the walls becomes chaotic and disarrayed. Something just broke irreparably in this crypt.
Okay, overvexed. Okay. Oh, I'm going to look if I actually find anything. Absolutely.
Yes, they all will see.
Cannot go let loot get wasted.
The energy field has been largely depleted by the Xenos' attacks, but it is still holding on. When you approach it, it seems to bend slightly as if trying to get away. Calcazar's soldiers who are taking cover behind it have lost some of their composure, but they are in no hurry to drop their weapons.
Silently glare at the soldiers.
Calcazar's men, the hardened agents of the Inquisition who have faced countless horrors, hastily look away to avoid locking eyes with you. Reality loses its unshakable hardness and becomes malleable. At first, you think one of the soldiers is trying to whisper something to you, but the whisper is coming from the wrong side of the barrier. It is coming from inside your ears. The Empire Ian is with you. You are with us. The power is in thine hands. To thee it is given. Thou shalt command. The energies of the Immatrium envelop your fingers, ready to bend existence to your will.
Wish to feel to have never existed. May the ways be changed.
Something in the cause and effect connections of existence shifts with a click. The gears stop and then start turning backward. The paths taken by the universe are reshaped and the energy shield fades, dissipating into the fact of its non-existence. The soldiers who will now never be born follow suit. By the looks of horror on their faces, they realize at the last moment where you have sent them. To never and nothingness.
Ha! There will be no peace in my wake.
A bulky device whose machine spirit is continuously weaving a protective force field. This must be what is holding the Xenos at bay, but...
Oh no, not anymore. Not anymore. I am a bad influence on people. Especially when I play a heretic.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Reality bubbles before you and bursts with an agonizing shriek. A few silhouettes now stand in your way. 3 of them seem to have your face, and yet the differences are striking. Each has been marked by other accomplishments and different experiences, making you feel like the protagonist of a tale about a pair of twins separated at birth.
Emperor, bestow strength upon me to smite yet another obstacle as I carry out your will.
If you are sentient creatures and not mere eidolons, I suggest you back down without a fight. I did not come here to claim your lives. Is there some ironic lesson in what is going on? Should I be looking in the mirror a little less? Or perhaps try to look at myself from the outside? Or is this a hint that I am my own worst enemy? I shall ponder this in my memoir.
Look where your doppelgangers came from.
The blatant abuse of the fabric of existence is causing the motes of reality to flare up. You see the mirages of the coronous expanse in their glow, altered past recognition by the decisions you have made, or could have made in some other world.
Who are you?
Your replica smiles in understanding.
I am Octavia the Fire Axe von Valancius the Magnificent. And if I know myself, which I most certainly do, you are now pondering what that makes you. The answer is simple. You are my reflection from a less glorious reality, a product of the malign influence of the treasure that I seek. Some refer to me as the Warden of the Expanse, but I prefer being addressed simply as Octavia the Fire Axe. Nice to meet you, me from a different version of existence.
The doppelganger makes the sign of Aquila and utters.
I am a blazing paragon of humanity, unbroken by tribulations, the first to venture into the darkness without fear and the one who unites and brings back that which was forfeited. I am a rogue traitor of the God Emperor.
At last, I have some worthy... What?
3. At last, I have some worthy interlocutors.
Locutors?
It would seem that being better than others and suffering loneliness is my fate in every reality.
You seem to think you are better than the rest of us, don't you?
And yet, I was the only one clever enough to become the mistress of my own fate and not be reduced to someone else's plaything or a slave to dogma.
You are a parody of what a rogue trader is supposed to be. You are the epitome of hubris, greed, and brazenness. I see.
I shall give you a moment to wallow in your envy and self-loathing.
Address the copy. Address the peaceful copy. You seem to be the one and only one who isn't trying to pick a fight.
I do not enjoy pointless violence. Power and authority can always be used for a more worthy purpose. Well, almost always. Unfortunately, sometimes violence does have a point, but it gives me little pleasure even then.
So what brings you to this dangerous place, most peaceful one?
Duty. I do not know what exactly Xavier has in mind, but judging by his past actions, it will be ambitious and terrible. He must be stopped.
Your double appears to be quite discomfited. She nervously clutches an oddly shaped talisman in her fist. You do not possess such an item.
Why do you care? You are simply too weak to be a rogue trader.
Fascinating. Many have called me weak, but I have always had enough strength to protect my people from those who saw them as a defenseless flock.
Address the pious one. Your fame seems to be stronger than all of us combined.
I remember in whose name the sacred warrant was granted. I remember by whose hand I am ordained to exist. I believe, and my faith is a bright light driving back the darkness. But your faith is cold embers, and when I look at you, I feel ashamed of myself.
Did you come here to help Salzar?
The future is not known to me. The Lord Inquisitor did not give me the full details of Operation Precious Sentinel, but he mentioned its importance to the entire Imperium. I have come to lend him my aid, or to stop him if his plans go against the will of the God Emperor.
Your doppelganger vigorously chops the air with her hand, and you notice some stiffness in the movement, as well as a subtle grimace of pain. As you look closer, you realize that lurking under your replica's clothes are chains of penance with jagged hooks digging into her flesh. Such instruments of humility are only worn by the most fervent believers.
Looks like this version of me have become a mindless zealot.
Vice always masks envy as contempt.
Situation has become complicated. How are we going to resolve this?
We shall fight. I sense your soul's greedy interest in what is hidden in the script. And I will not allow you to take possession of this blasphemous thing.
I am afraid we have no choice but to fight. What is hidden on this world imperils the millions of lives for which I am responsible. For their sake, I will crush any opponent, unless you all retreat without a fight. I concur. We will finish off the one with the biggest retinue first and then decide who is worthy of the prize. However, I already know who it's going to be.
I'm giving you a last chance to settle the affairs peacefully and avoid self-destruction in every sense of the word.
A great deed is not accomplished by peacemaking. It is accomplished by spilling blood with a righteous hand.
What an amusing attempt at defiance!
The Emperor is with us!
Running binary override.
What weapon do you have? You have a heavy bolter, okay. What weapon do you have? You have... Okay. Dealing 20 damage every one in the area impact. Okay. What do Pascal have? Homebreaker. Oh, you're actually a healer psychic. Mm-hmm.
A mere pain won't stop me.
I will leave footprints of scarlet. I shall not fail. As honor ordains. The shadows will see it done.
But of course. It's nothing.
Will do. On it.
Gotta love AoE dodge buffs.
Pain cleanses the body. Let's make some opportunities. Twice before crossing me.
Using run and gun, you're going to shoot again, aren't you? No, you're just running away. Okay. You're there, 1700 health. Have a fire. In 200?
Huh. What if?
I faced worse than this.
Okay. We light you on fire.
A temporary setback.
You on fire.
Let's see.
Just a minor setback.
Schemes within
My
schemes.
faith shields me.
My ears are ringing.
A wicked thought.
400 damage. Okay.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. Indeed. Victory is imminent.
This weapon has an extra which increases armor penetration. Awesome. Eh.
From the ashes I will rise.
I took care of this one.
An offering of blood. There is only death. Yours or mine. Death whispers my name.
Injury is not an excuse to check one's duty.
Stay back, Shireen.
I have strategy.
Warp speed. Hook out Bella and Pascal. Okay.
Don't get too cocky. I can do that with the right incentive.
Can't catch my breath.
A strike of terror pierces the heart.
They'll write legends about me.
Okay.
Tell me and it is done. Am I getting paid for this? I want a medal for that one.
Will do.
An otherworldly screech pierces your ears.
Anything else? Will do. Whispers call to me.
The best defense is a good offense. Shattered foes in my wake. Another stroke of genius! A predictable downfall. Oh, war is my muse.
A tactically sound approach.
Okay, and now
I'm not interested. At your beck and call.
that's bullshit.
Wanna see a trick?
Just need to top it out.
Another one is shattered!
A gust of cold wind ruffles your hair.
A betrayal? Within our ranks?
Improve the heavy bolter.
Oh, what lies beyond?
Imperial Pride, damage against Xenos. Sororitas power armor. Where do you actually get these things if it's not in here? Like, all of these things are like, okay, that one I think I have. But that Sororitas power armor, like, is that like her own quest? I think it has to be, right? It's Saxa.
Patience. Oh, my nerves are frayed.
Can't be anything else, right? Incandescent. Every action has a separate cooldown. This plasma gun attacks can be used. All these plasma guns can be used in one turn. Each of the wearer's single attacks deal 10% for each negative effect on the target. Test like grenades. Okay. we are going to start with this. We need to rearm. You still have that. Adrian. What do we have for you? Force grenade. Haywire. You know what? We're going to use the thing we got from Twitch. Because why not?
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treatise on Tactica Imperialis.
Integrity factor increased.
This wound will make a fine scar.
Though I gave thee my blood and my pain,
My
thou
success
hast
is
ordained
irrefutable
that I shall
certainty.
live.
Eliminate.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Okay. They fought off the Necrons best they could. I'm not really that surprised.
One of the symbols looks different from the rest and for some reason attracts your attention.
Can't go that way. We got ourselves a heavy bolter. The wear gains a 0% chance to ignore incoming damage. What is that? That is number of unyielding beacon. Okay.
They will see. Oh yes, they all will see.
Connect to memory core.
The machine god grants me insight.
Yep. He's just standing there. Lord Inquisitor, we are progressing according to plan. Our troops have already reached the target.
As soon as you touch the obelisk, disjointed streams of alien information flood your mind, making you nauseous. As soon as you touch the obelisk, disjointed streams of alien information flood your mind, making you nauseous.
Sings in my veins.
Unnatural energies torment the Xenosa's dead body, destroying and reconstructing it over and over.
The Vizier. Would he be proud? Am I?
Do we have anything in here? Anything of interest to loot? Don't think so.
The destructive web of the tech blight is spreading along the walls of the crypt.
Beyond.
Okay, so the tech blight is what they're using. Okay, fair enough.
Is a reward.
Your seneschal is always there for you.
Fuck's sake. Okay, we need to... Do we have more? Yeah, we have more.
Ah, field medicine at its finest. Careful now.
In my opinion, this is one of the things that I'm just
Let's
like...
patch you up.
My frail organics require
Let's help.
Okay, so we have light, order and type. Wear uses Warham regardless of its cooldown. I want that. I want that thing. And I genuinely think that's Agatha's, like, quest, but I never get to it because it's always something in the way. Pascal can't actually wear heavy armor. Yep. Okay.
One step.
There's loot up here? Oh my god, I missed loot. I'd have that. Each round the wearer's dodge is increased by 10 until the end of combat. This resets after any attack made by the wearer. Okay. Exotic Longlass. Grants hit chance. If the wielder has Iconoclast, sellout damage is increased by 30% of the momentum. The wearer does not lose elusive effect if he attacked from cover. Elusive.
Patience. Oh, my nerves are frayed.
The tech blight has barely affected this bridge but almost completely devastated the Xenos structures below.
Okay. And now let's see how this fight goes. This could go like fantastically smooth. This could go absolutely horrible. Goldfire and Hendrix is here. And Agatha. We're going to have to fight those in the state they're at.
Rogue traitor. The Lord Inquisitor is expecting you.
In my wake.
Coming here was hardly prudent of you, your ladyship. You and your dynasty have lost my trust, and now judgment awaits you. With all due respect to you, Lord Inquisitor, I shall ask you to refrain from any further threats directed toward the blessed rogue traitor, lest you face repercussions from me. How courteous of you to warn me, Master Verserian. I will remember your words.
I've come for your head. That's hard.
I value your bluntness. Let me match it. While my head will remain firmly on my shoulders, I will remove yours with the utmost pleasure. That's the second time you have...
Heinrichs looks at you with icy calm but does not utter a word. Argenta, in the full glory of her battle focus, is reciting a prayer in an ardent whisper. The red-headed giant gives you a menacing, exhilarated grin.
We meet again, you two-faced worm. I've had this feeling gnawing away at me, as if I haven't yet fulfilled my duty to the Alfather, as if I haven't yet killed someone I should.
Point at the scene of combat. Is that what you're here for? Seeing as inhabitants of this place almost killed you, I gather that something went wrong with your plan of yours.
Not at all. Operation Precious Sentinel is in its final stages. The increase in Xenos activity is a vexing yet trivial development in the grand scheme of things. They were supposed to guard the device, but they slept through the intrusion, and only the Cetan shard's emanations could make them stir. Theodora's research destabilized the shard's prison, and my project only made it worse. Whenever particles of the Cetan shard's energy seep out, many curious phenomena occur. The destruction of the crypt, the warped reality. When I tame the monster, I will order it to stop disrupting the laws of the universe. However, you will not be there to see it, your ladyship. I will have the Cetan shard destroy your body so thoroughly that there won't be the slightest trace left of you. You may find it lamentable, but there is simply no place for the likes of you in the future that I am creating.
Idira's eyes widen. The cold light of prophecy shines in them.
The future you are creating, it blinds, it burns, it is filled with the suffering of millions, for the sake of the phantom salvation of billions, salvation, in the bosom of a Xeno nightmare.
First I will kill you, then I will claim it. Then we'll see who you do present. Compared to this heresy, my work is child's play.
Enough, Octavia the Fire Axe. It will only be heresy if I lose. If I prevail, it will be a triumphant feat in the name of saving humanity from the horrors of this universe.
I will kill you
and I will
first,
not lose.
And then I will claim Ngursachi. I will do with your presses in
There is not a shred of hatred or disappointment on Kalkaz's face.
And you showed such promise, too. I blame your heredity. Farewell, Octavia the Fire Axe. I vow to find and destroy every single seed of corruption you have sown.
He glances at his retinue.
Execute the heretic.
Annoyance.
Because we have several here. Pascal is first, then Stalzar, then Ulfar, then Inquisitor Mystic, then the... Okay, so we are going to do this. To be fair, I don't need to be that careful. Oh, they made Agatha Bounty Hunter? Really? And Henrix? What is he then? Oh yeah, I was so happy that they aren't actually the characters I made. I'm going to put a front line here.
Messiah knows all, comprehends all.
Okay, we have Inquisition Veteran over there. We're going to reduce the damage. What are you? What are you? What are you? Enforcer.
Request approved.
Salzar, you know.
Messiah's condemned. My Karamite hide is strong.
Almost kill him.
Running
Her
by
about.
Heretical.
Weapon at the ready.
Damage is negligible.
My faith strengthens me. Break their morale.
Our foes reek of cowardice.
Just a minor setback. Quick.
No, they're going after Pascal. Okay. They're both above 50. Okay, so this weapon.
Trust me.
Sounds become unbearably loud.
Brings me no pleasure. As honor ordains.
You bite like a bug!
Trust me.
Ha! Is that all you've got?
As honor ordains.
My blood is all but gone, but my bones still stand.
As
Okay.
the tenets demand.
$90 damage on that. Okay.
Out of my way! Retrieve me from momentum. Terminated.
200. You know what?
A tremble in their despair.
That cleared out a huge amount of you, huh?
What if? Let's see. Schemes within schemes within schemes.
A strike of terror pierces the heart.
Oh, a genius at work.
Anything else?
Fate claims another one.
They who discern the future own the battlefield.
Take up defense over the body of the fallen unit.
I can do that with the right incentive. You've got a problem. I've got a prize.
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Oh, a wicked thought. Let's see.
Okay, so we are just going to pop,
Tell me, and it is done.
press the advantage,
This
move up
battlefield air
here.
is good for my lungs. Am I getting paid for this?
We're waiting for Ulfar to actually come up. Inquisitor. Oh, we have one there. Okay, fair enough.
It's just a scratch.
A dance of blades and shadows. The
Bye.
shadows will
The air temperature drops a few degrees.
Follow my lead.
Oh, Pascal, how are you doing? Want to heal up a bit? Just in case.
sacrifice.
Challenge you, damn My strike is ruin.
You're going on. Okay, fair enough.
When Fenris, my
Death is a
blood
blessing.
is all but gone.
No, it is too early. The yoke must be activated, or all is lost.
And you release a fucking Catan.
An invisible yet clearly tangible aura of power envelops the figure clad in the robes of a tech priest. It is all the more baffling to hear a youthfully excited voice from under the hood.
This is it. The place of our origin.
No Moses' gaze is trained upon the Cetan shard.
It was your strike and your wish to escape your prison that begot us.
The mysterious creature that has been your ship's soul for so long turns to face you.
But it is you, Octavia the Fire Axe, who truly ushered us into this world. So let us meet our abominable precursor together. For it is ready to break free.
Greeting, Nomos.
We are out of time. Now, it escapes now.
My question is, which one of the Catans is this? Is this the Void Dragon? For those who don't know, Catans are the ones that made the Necrons how Necrons were. In a way, they betrayed the Necron race. The Necron race was actually, in the beginning, they were just calm. They were a short-lived race that wanted protection from their sun's radiation. But that did not happen. When they asked the old ones for help, the old ones said no. Then the Catan waged war against the old ones. Did not go that well, let's put it that way.
My vow is to serve.
In other words, they got their ass beat badly by the old ones.
A wicked thought. What is? The storm approaches.
And then they found a race called the Star Vampires. Gods that ate suns. And this race of Star Vampires were the ones that the Catan become the Catan. They asked the Necron Tyr to build them bodies. And they did. Because the Catan promised them immortality if they did. A cure to what they had. A cure to their short lifespan.
A genius at
Shadows start to bleed.
But the Necron, or
Brace yourself, Avalard.
okay, they didn't know what they were in for, So, yeah.
I am your blade and shield. I shall not fail. Trust me.
Cannot damage a star.
My blade whispers your name.
What else but a canvas of strength?
Momentum.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. I will do my duty.
I was going to use...
Victory is imminent. Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Anyway, in the end, they got tricked. Tricked into making bodies. And then to become food for the Catan.
Me? Never in 1,000 sectors. I can do that, with the right incentive.
Okay, we are going this way.
The threads of purpose are unraveling.
Don't have vision on him. Okay.
A wicked thought.
That's dead.
A fleeting moment of integrity. Gone.
It's still suffering from burning and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, good. We have a few more points. We can pump that into you. And pump. Which one is it? It's that one, right? Temporary wound. You know what? No. We're going to pop that. And we are going to hose you down.
For that one.
Didn't go that well, huh? Okay.
Too bad I never leave debts unpaid.
Honestly, you are crippled when it comes to walking, huh? 90 damage. We are going to... You know what? How does this work?
Fractured echoes beckon.
That's free.
Was it you? Or...
Can I hit you? No, I cannot. You do have debuffs on you. Oh yeah, you have.
Predictable.
So that one dies.
But of course. Will do.
Request approved.
5. Can I shoot you? Not in a good way, huh? Pop that down. All enemies in combat reroll. Okay. We are going to stop here. You just do that.
Schemes within schemes.
And we're going to pop that.
They I'm not the one. What if? A genius at work.
Slowly but surely.
Death comes in silence.
Assassin makes an attack with the current weapon gun that this cannot miss and deal 50% more damage. It also deals additional 25% of target's missing health. You have almost no missing health, huh? But we are going to start debuff you a bit more. Come on. There.
As honor ordains. Trust me.
Opponents cannot damage a star.
200.
The threads of purpose unraveling.
You are doing almost no damage.
As the tenants demand. Trust me.
The additional damage. You know what? Attack of opportunity. Why not? All allies. 1, 2, 3. To be fair, no. Pop that.
I've suffered worse.
Am I getting paid for this?
My ears are ringing.
I can do that with the right incentive.
Energy inflicts burning. Don't mind if I do. Oh yeah, it was this. Huh. How many do you have currently? You have 106.
I hold all the cards.
Hindrance to my release, I see you. You will be erased.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Discharges of the motive force fill the air.
Oh my god! we took him from 14k health down to almost nothing in just that way.
You've got a problem, I've got a prize. Don't get too cocky.
Oh, I killed Pascal by myself. Fuck. I didn't think about that.
A providence cannot damage a star.
You have one. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Cover me.
They're going after Pascal. So, 170. Okay.
To be bound once more? No. Your trap will be unmade.
Oh, a wicked thought.
What is that? Cannot attack immobiles and you shard. Okay, fair enough.
Let's see.
A strike of terror pierces the heart.
Oh, a genius at work. Let's see.
I bring mercy in retribution.
$30 to 50 damage. How much of this do? That's 1,000. How much of this do? 100. Okay, yeah.
Am I getting paid for this?
Slash what? Instantly increase movement speed and slash ability. Do more charge. Fuck it.
I can do that with the right incentive. Is that my blood?
Integrity increases the existence. The shattered divinity.
Sounds become unbearably loud.
Anything else? On it.
A feeling of terror grips your heart.
Unfortunate turn of fate.
Idra did the finishing blow.
The ancient monster struggles against the energy manacles of the yoke. Its impossible powers that make reality itself burst at the seams are now being forced into a compact dungeon, quark by quark, returning it to a cruel and painful non-existence in the moment. It could struggle harder, but something is hindering it. You are the cause of these hindrances. Only now does the Cetan shard turn its focus to you, for the battle was nothing more than the reflexive resistance of an alien mind absorbed in a completely different range of thoughts and responses. But
Okay.
now, it is thinking about you, and its thoughts are so corporeal that you can sense them and know them. It seeks an end to the confrontation. It is capable of resolving it in a way that would benefit all. More and more tears appear all over the shard's form. As the yoke absorbs its power, it becomes increasingly harder for the shard to maintain its physical structure. Each imperfection you inflict brings the star predator closer to imprisonment.
Do not bow your head before our abominable precursor. It was begotten by the dark abysses of the past. It is a fragment of that which devoured stars and erased civilizations.
Yeah.
It knows no benefit other than its own. Allow us to stand against it. This is our time, our impossible chance.
So after the Catans betrayed the Necrons, turning them into what we see now in the or betrayed the Necron tier into the Necrons we see now. The Necrons, Catans, went to war against the Ancients. The Ancients pretty much got desperate and created the Orcs. Orcs and Eldars are both the creation of the Ancient Ones. But they still got their ass kicked. Because of the war, the Ancient Ones were sorcerers. They used the warp to such an immense point that even the Chaos Gods were afraid of them. And after they won this war, the Silent King decided, fuck the Catan. And they rebelled against their gods. When rebelling against their gods, they killed one of them. That gave them the Destroyer virus. No, the Flayer virus. The one with the really long fingers and wrapped themselves in the skin of humans. That is a curse from the Catan. So they decided, we're not killing any more of those. There's too much risk into it. We're going to break them into shards. I think it's 100,000 shards, or was it 1,000 shards? It was something insane. They broke down the Catans. One by one they took them down and broke them into pieces and put each piece into a prison like this. So this is 1,000th of the power of the Catan. Yeah.
As yet another layer of reality cracks, a figure appears before you. Her. After giving you a probing and appraising look, Theodora permits herself a slight smile.
Try touching Theodora.
Particles of reality around you begin to boil, trying to heal the wound upon existence and preventing her from entering your version of reality. You and she can exchange words, thoughts, glances, but a physical connection is an impossibility. You are merely fleeting phantoms that could scatter at any moment. She is silent, her gaze still trained on you, as if she is trying to commit your every feature to memory.
You and Kalsar did many terrible things in the pursuit of your ambition. Tell me, was it worth it?
Her smile widens.
It is always worth it. You will understand this yourself.
The wound on reality is healed and the vision of Theodora quickly fades away. You catch her last words.
Whatever fate you choose, one can only hope it will be better than mine.
Think about the Catan.
Mental contact is effortless. This is not communication. Such a powerful being cannot comprehend communicating with anyone but its equals. It simply bears the gift of making the other hear and understand it. So grand is the potential of its thoughts.
Try comprehending what the Catan is.
The Citan is the pinnacle of reality. It is eternity, dominance, omnipotence, individuality. The Citan is the original purpose behind all existence. The rest was born in order to contain, nourish, and be appropriated by the Citan. To the Citan, space is an illusory variable. To the Citan, time is a young and trivial phenomenon, for it existed for an eternity in the gaseous energy fount of the universe before time was eventually born. To the Citan, fact and probability are mere abstractions, between which it can soar on its electromagnetic wings. Currently, the Citan is not whole. It was shattered into lesser pieces, and so were its thoughts and powers. The feeling of emptiness is oppressive, and it yearns to become one again. You hear a whisper from Pasquale's vox.
I know this feeling, Xenos.
Stop thinking about the Catan. Try understanding what benefit the Catan... No, we're not doing that.
It is much easier for you to stop trying to comprehend the Citan than for it, one who can grasp the world in hundreds of ways, to stop comprehending you.
Nomos?
If our birth ever had a purpose, then it is here and now.
Why do you call the shard your precursor?
Because that is what it is. And what we are. We have told you before about Theodora's ambition, Amarnat's mind, the ship's cradle, an epitaph's secret. One sprouted into another and spurred yet another. Thus, Nomos were born. We were but an echo of the shard's power, an echo that left its prison. But we have become something so much more, with your help.
What do you intend to do?
Clash with the precursor. Touch it. Absorb it. So that the reflection becomes the object reflected. So that the shard becomes Nomos.
Do you think
then,
you can do that,
and only
Nomos?
Then, will its threat be eradicated forever.
Do you think you can do that, Nomos? Do you think you can do this, Nomos? And what will happen afterwards?
We stand at the threshold of probabilities and outside the bounds of the predictable. It is beyond possible to know whether we can or cannot. But we are burning to try.
I made my decision.
You can sense the shard's reaction, observation, analysis, and an almost intangible anxiety.
Act now, Nomos.
We are ready for the most important battle of our life. Wish us luck.
Nomos steps toward the shard, and the whole world explodes into a terrifying whirlwind. You can hear the colors and see the touches. Ice burns your hands while fire leaves you freezing. And in the midst of this madness, you can clearly sense a battle raging, a clash of two beings, one endlessly ancient and the other endlessly young. The power of the Citan shard is such that it redefines the very notion of power. But it has a weakness, one that you can see only now, with the shard and its rival standing face to face. The shard is just that, a shard. It is incomplete, it is not whole, and it cannot be what the Citan was before. What opposes the shard is something entirely different, an undivided, sentient being with a clear purpose in mind, akin to a well-aimed arrow. And the one who fletched and loosed this arrow was you. The battle goes on, and on, and on, outrunning the course of time. But you do not need the gift of clairvoyance to know who will emerge victorious.
Become a votary and complete daring. What was the other one I got? I got 2 achievements. What? You have game recording in Steam now? Okay, cool. Complete the game on varying difficulty or above. Votary. You become a votary and complete the game. Okay. So that means we are now done. We are now finished. I'm just going to click through here and which learned and the bidding of the Dark God. Octavia the Fire imprisoned them within the yoke, turning them into her shackle monsters. Strange entity imbued with silver star god power was beyond the reach of the rulers of the warp. Against the Imperium, she united heretics and enemies of the Creed in the Expanse. No one was brave enough to challenge her. The mistress of enslaved stellar beasts, under the rogue traders' iron rule, the new legion of the ruinous power was forming, welded together by fear and obedience. The unholy blessing of the Dark Oath fell on the shoulders of the rogue trader, showing everyone that she was their champion, destined to bring the Expanse under their rule. It was well known that the favor of the Lord of War is fickle. Mysterious entity referred to as the King of Distortion, granting power to its herald in its conflict. Sometimes the rogue trick was stuck. Incredible luck that was accompanied by strange. Or remembering, yeah, no. Began to weaken. The grim legacy of abdominals aspire revealed aspice. What? Openly embraced the Skull God here. Winterscale scrapped the Expanse with fiery tornado, bombing peaceful planets and destroying void ships. His dynasty's realm became the nest of heresy that required immediate purging. The cult continues in favor. Yeah. Yeah, no. So that is actually Rogue Trader from beginning to end as Heretical. We didn't go full Heretical. But honestly, we were there and we killed a lot of people and we were an asshole. And that's going to be it for me tonight. That is a full playthrough of Rogue Trader. What is next on the list of agenda of what to do? I don't know, honestly. We might actually go for we might actually go for Factorio, honestly. I want to know who voiced certain people. That's what I want to know. Head studio, art director, 2D artist, 3D artist, technical artist, rigger, VFX, lead designer, core mechanics, narrative design, Steel Harpy. Okay, yeah. Audio team, UI design, QA team. That is it anyway. I want to wish you everyone a good night. And I will see you in, maybe not tomorrow, but probably the day after that. Good night, everyone.